Well, when I retired, for about a couple of years beforehand, I planned my retirement very carefully. And one of the things I decided I wanted to do was be a volunteer in Arnold Lodge. So I discussed that with my manager. And shortly after I retired, the befriending service started. I was asked if I'd be involved in that.
When I was on a ward called Snowdon Ward, and I was approached by the OT, high up in the management, and they said, would you like a Befriender friend? And then I was on the ward, and then I met Richard on the ward, and we talked about the rules, regulations, what was to be done, what should be said, and we discussed things, and he said to me, do this and do that, we can't do this and do that. And then I thought to myself, well, that's fine. And then we got to know Richard now, and I've been knowing him about 2 years now. Very satisfied for the thinking and talking, like, you know, and discussing a few things, like talking about all different things, like, you know, in the hospital, what you do in the hospital, myself, like, you know. And for as far as I can say a little bit about it, is that the visit is good for myself, like.
The Befriender is someone who visits somebody who rarely or never gets any visits.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that completely. Yes.
And also provides some sort of contact with the outside world, yes. Because some people here don't have that much contact, do they? That's
right, that's my point of view as well. I agree on that. More patients should have, well, patients who necessarily need a visitor who haven't got them should have a Befriender friend, as I have for the last over 2 years, and they would be benefit from it as well. Yes, because there's a lot of people who sit on the ward and don't do nothing, you know, and they got no visits and nothing, like, and you feel sorry for them, like, you know. And
I think a Befriender needs to be consistent and keep promises, and so what we try to do is arrange the date beforehand only, yes. And then I give you a ring a week beforehand, and we just confirm that.
Yes. We talk about what I do in the hospital, all the work I do in the hospital, groups and programmes. I tell Richard about the progress I'm making in these programmes and what I'm actually doing, like IT and all that kind of stuff, and the gardens and working in a patient shop and all that stuff, like, you know, arts and crafts, one-to-ones, woodwork, and gym work. I do what I do in the gym, like, you know, and I just mention all these and then just really talk about them, what I'm doing well, like, you know, what progress I'm making each time when Richie comes every 2 weeks. I get involved with the patients forum, the managers and ward managers and that, like, they're involved in that, and patients. We talk about all different things on that, like, I mean, I discussed it with Richard and make Richard interested in what I'm doing, like, you know, and make an effort to talk about what I'm doing through the week, 2 weeks in between for each visit, like, you know.
I think it's so crucial that this unit, Arnold Lodge, isn't isolated from local communities. I see it as part of my week. I'm very keen to still be involved in mental health in some sort of way, and I'd like to feel that I could contribute in a small way without at the same time being intrusive.
It brightened my life up a bit more, like, you know, I feel much contented, much better in the mind, and I look forward to the visit every 2 weeks, twice a month, and when it comes on, I just sit there relaxing. I'm very pleased that Richie comes to visit me, like, you know. I've always said to Richard that I don't want this to ever end, like, you know, but he's always said to me, when it ends is when I leave the area, and that's okay, like, but yeah, I'm very happy and glad that it's going to carry on for quite a while, yeah.